This is TWiT.
Maybe Richard would remember last year at Ignite, or the previous year at Ignite. I don't remember, but Microsoft announced the Windows 365 link. Actually, that might have been a year ago at Build, so about a year ago now. And this is the Windows 365 Cloud PC device. It looks kind of like a NUC. It's mostly a like a cloud streaming type device. So that's kind of sat there by itself for quite a while as the only device that does this, I guess. And now ASUS and Dell have both announced Cloud PC devices, which are essentially NUC-like devices that don't have a lot going on locally, right? Because you're mostly streaming like a Windows environment from the cloud. Although this, CPU and RAM and obviously Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Ethernet, blah blah blah, whatever. But these are just for, I don't know who these are for, to be honest. I mean, obviously for huge organizations, but it's the type of thing I think enthusiasts look at and like, oh, that's awesome, I want one of those. And it's like, you can't really run Windows on it, and it's like, oh, why don't they have a version like that? I don't know, but.
It was Ignite 2024 when they announced it.
Okay.
And it's very much the, slim PC mindset where there's no compute, basically. It's just an interface that then runs back to a cloud. So you're completely cloud dependent. Like your actual instance is a virtual machine in the cloud.
Yeah, this was like, was it Citrix back in the day? And then eventually Microsoft got there. With terminal services as well. But back then that was, you had a data center of your own, and that's where you were hosting servers that were running these remote instances, and you would, stream. And today we're doing it over the internet, obviously. So
the number of times I've heard when we talk about, cloud PC devices that this is the future is, I can't count how many times. Are we still feeling that? Is that still the situation?
Somewhere Scott McNealy, who is not dead, is rolling in his grave, because when he was running Sun Microsystems, this was their vision. Remember they had a tagline like, the network is the computer, the network of that day was largely dial-up networking, which was not much of a computer.
They talked about it as an internet PC, and now we're talking about it as a cloud PC, but it's the same thing. Like, there's plenty of organizations where you don't want the end user to have access to the computer. Like, the computer literally isn't there. It's just an endpoint. It's a slim PC thing that has nothing in it. So you can't take any data out of it. Right? You can fully secure it.
Yeah, I mean, it's right. So in a highly managed environment, there's call for this kind of thing. I wouldn't describe it as the future. It is one of many ways to run Windows apps on a local screen with a local keyboard and mouse. But in this case, there's enough RAM and processing to make that, display and, the performance is reasonable, et cetera. But it's just one of many ways to do that, alongside things like an actual physical device, obviously, or virtualization or whatever else is out there.
I feel like because it feels a little bit that if you are investing, if it still needs to have a certain amount of local processing power, and then you need to get the peripherals for it to go along with it, then it's coming to a point where you're going, why not just get a laptop? Yeah,
because it's a support. It's a support.
That makes sense.
Idea, and you're really locking this thing down. This might be for
this is
people.
This is also a security angle, right?
You just show up. Maybe you're there for a week because you're on some site or something. You do this work, and then next week you're somewhere else. I mean, it's not designed. Well, I mean, you could. I suppose a business might give it out to employees to bring home. I don't know, but more likely
call this the most impersonal PC.
Yes,
right?
There you go.
I like it.
Yeah, it's the IPC, and the I does not stand for internet. It stands for impersonal. Yep.
But the other side with the virtual machine and so forth, I can, as the administrator, just reset them. Right. So you're literally back to a standard template. Like, this is actually not a bad solution for a student lab, where they can't mess with them. You can take a snapshot image to rebuild all the virtual machines in immediately and just stand them back up again. So,
are you suggesting that walking around a classroom with a USB key to reset Windows 10s computers is a bad idea?
Why? Yes, I am.
Why? Yes.
Class will start in 40 minutes. Just
please stand by. Yeah. No, it's the idea that now I can run a script that literally just hops all those, makes a new set of virtual machines so they can get to work and kills the old ones.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed this little highlight from a much better show and longer too, called Windows Weekly. The whole link to the show is right below me. And of course, we stream live right here every Wednesday. You can watch us do our thing or download it here or in your favorite podcast player. Best thing to do? What do they say? Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.